I'd like to congratulate the winners of today's films and just end by saying that especially for a subject as complicated as climate change, adaptation, the science of it being so complicated, and if you combine the science of climate change with the science of ozone depletion and the fact that some of the chemicals which are now ozone friendly are potent greenhouse gases, how do you explain this to the public? So I think here we have the medium to do it with. Thank you very much.
He told me, look at the Buddha, and sing to him, and sing the powerful. The way we do.
Indeed, and what interests me most about these people, a bunch of villages in Gagong, Malabar, that's a very remote part in West Sumatra, in Padang, is that they found out the meaning of climate change in their own way through Islamic teaching and such, and they put a good use into it after very fatal destruction happened in that area, and they use it as a focal point, as a learning to be better, how to arrange the environment, how to be prepared for the next disaster, and such. So I think that is how the people found out the real translation into climate change.
You make the point as well that adapting to climate change by anyway Cambodia's farmers is not that difficult because it can actually be profitable as well.
Yes, adapting to climate change is also profitable for us. And in my country, that is to have. So
yes, actually, we don't know too much about Bhutan, of course, unfortunately. And it's not been my pleasure to go there yet, but people who've been there, I know it's a very beautiful place. A bit isolated, of course. What is the media situation like actually in Bhutan?
Some private media, the attention private media began only in 2006. Before that, only one newspaper and one TV. As of now, we have around a dozen newspapers, around half a dozen radio stations, and still now we have only one.
You once visited a maximum security prison to interview Bangladesh's first serial killer. And what has come of all that? Well, I think a sense of fulfillment. And I've been able to tell fascinating stories to my readers, as with the report for which I stand here today. And I'd like to say that the story shows that if you want to adapt to a changing climate, you have to link it with livelihood options. And if you can do that, then you can adapt. What have you got up your sleeve? What is your ongoing project right now?
Right now, I'm thinking of doing a trilogy of short films about climate change still. I think ADB in the Philippines is hosting a sort of video contest again, so I'll probably do something for that. Hopefully I'll reach the deadline. I think it's at the end of this month, so maybe when I get home I'll start shooting with it.
Well, I hope being here hasn't stopped you meeting your deadline, especially for an organization like the ADB, the Asian Development Bank.
Obligatory photography. Whilst we're doing that, again, make use of the time here because we have a lot to get through before the cocktail party later, which everybody is absolutely longing for, of course, after a heavy day like this. I mentioned earlier that you were a co-recipient of the Nobel. It must have been a real difficult job. What did you get? Something like 67 entries. And I've read the 5 winning ones, and seeing how much work they put into those and how much detail there is there sometimes, it must have been a really difficult job.
wasn't that why you declined to be part of the jury? When I asked you? Yeah, you remember that? Yes, it took time, but I must say I thoroughly enjoyed the process. Because there were
all 67 were very good stories.
Great. Joydeep, thank you very much. And thank you, the rest of the judges once again.
Targeted NGOs, we targeted independent filmmakers, and otherwise. So getting the 18 entries in the amount of time that we had, we thought was pretty good, and I hope it provides something to build on, that we continue to encourage more submissions and more reflection of these issues in entertainment from here after this year. Thanks.
Media was not mentioned, so this was our humble attempt to engage the media community in communicating adaptation in the right way. And and 18 entries was not so bad. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you.